Hello everyone and welcome. My name, as Neil mentioned, is Bojan, and I'm here on behalf of Nordeus player experience team. Nordeus is developing Top 11 Be a Football Manager, which is the most popular online football management game with more than 100 million of registered users. So, the company has more than 160 employees in 5 offices all over the world, in San Francisco, Belgrade, Dublin, Skopje, and the newest one is in London. So let's get started. Player experience, who we are, why do we exist, and what's our purpose. First of all, we're in charge of localization, including localization testing. Top 11 is localized in 42 languages in total, and about 25% of all languages were done in-house. Other languages were done by our great community. Next thing is feedback. So our job is to collect, filter, and provide developers, game designers, and other stakeholders with relevant feedback from users in order to improve both player experience and game itself. Third one is product integrity, which by this I mean preventing and reacting on all kind of in-game abusive behavior, which may include everything, possible cheats, offensive team names, offensive images as avatars, stuff like that. Now, which one is missing? Anyone? Who? Raise your hand. You were the first one. Thank you. I'm glad to know that someone is listening to me, so I owe you a drink. So, are you happier now, a little bit? Yes. Is this presentation a little bit more interesting now? Just a little bit. And chances to stay here are slightly higher until the end of presentation. I think, okay, thank you. Retention. So in some cases, the game itself is just not enough for users, and they like to know that there is someone who is willing to listen to them. In this case, the most important thing is human-to-human communication. So you should try avoiding predefined answers and just to talk with user, even if the ticket is not related to the game. Users may ask you whatever they want. One guy even asked me my personal opinion about former Yugoslavian president. So, and I answered him honestly. I was too young to have my own opinion when he was in charge of ruling the country. Please tell me, is something wrong with your juice? Just check it. Exactly. What? Even happier. Now everything is fine, right? Last thing. Yeah. Happy user or player, and help. All kind of in-game help, answering on all questions and providing as much as possible detailed answer on all, guiding the player through the game. That's it, that's what we are doing. And this is supposed to make our players happy, just like on images. So in order to do all of this, we should communicate with guys inside the company and outside the company as well. So this is our area of communication. Just a second, sorry. So inside the company, our main points of contact are, first of all, testers. We are reporting all possible problems, bugs, reported by users or reported by us according to users' behavior. The second thing is social media guys. We need them in order to educate our users by posting articles on top11.com site or announcing something, some change in the game. And also we need them to monitor behavior of players on social media channels, on Twitter, on Facebook page, and to monitor their comments and to report if something is not going well. The third one is game design team. We need them if we want to change something. If user is reporting or suggesting some improvement, if we have some idea inspired by users' ticket or comment, we need to talk with them in order to change something in the game. So what's the purpose of player experience team? Let's imagine the following situation. This guy is a player. And the second guy is a developer. Between them, you have this line, which is a mirror, a double-sided mirror. And they're able only to see their own perspective, their own wishes, desires, and thoughts, problems. I truly believe that our job is to transfer this mirror into the window so they can see each other, say hello to each other, even fall in love, and stay together till the end. So, how we are providing our feedback? I think this situation is very familiar to all of you. This is a state before the release. After the release, you have another guy who is included in this discussion, top 11 player or top 11 players. And his opinion might be completely different than yours. And it may vary. So our job is to gather all these numbers, to filter them, and to provide developers with relevant feedback. What kind of feedback we can gather? First of all, and most common probably, bugs reporting. Users are really willing to share their bugs. Experienced users are reporting bugs. Unexperienced players are reporting problems, which might be bugs. Sorry. The second thing is existing feature improvement. And the third one is new feature suggestion, which is extremely rare. That's why it's grayed out. So for existing feature improvement feedback can be obtained in two ways, directly and indirectly. The first case is when player is reporting, is suggesting improvement itself, but indirectly is when you're receiving, okay, let's say complaint, when player is stating that he doesn't like something. If you have a lot of similar negative opinions about some particular feature or some particular part of the game, maybe it's time to change something, to do something. So, sources of feedback. The first one, tickets to support. They're probably the most valuable source of feedback because first of all, we are tagging all of them. We have more than 140 tags, I think, which is sometimes not enough. And the users are very willing to share their opinion with you by using tickets because they know, they're completely sure that someone will read that and maybe even react. So the second thing is community. In this case, you should use forum or social media channels. For example, on forum, you can force users to share your opinion with you by creating topics and polls. And also you know that on forum they are passionate because they are dedicating time not only to play the game, they want even more, again, to communicate with other guys, to be more involved in process and to discuss every aspect of the game. So they will provide you with really great feedback because they do care about the game and they really want it to be improved. So, but on the other side, they know that the game is not perfect, and they're very willing to help you to make one step towards that. The third thing is mobile stores. Usually we're checking mobile stores immediately after update, 2 or 3 days after update, and gathering all comments that might be valuable for us. For example, if something doesn't work, you should report it immediately. But the main problem here is that you don't have enough information. You don't have user ID. You can find only mobile and version of iOS or Android operating system. And the fourth thing is unofficial channels. As I mentioned already, some users are willing to be more involved in this process, and they want to feel like a part of the game. So moderators of local unofficial channels are very willing to share feedback from their page regarding everything, just because they know that you will listen to them and maybe you will react. Also on official channels, mobile forums and any unofficial forums, local and unofficial forums, and as well like a local page on Facebook, Twitter, and other channels. So now we gathered our feedback and what we can do with it. So our areas of influence are mentioned above. First of all, localization, which is probably the easiest way to change something, because at this moment we are able to build localization on our own without any help from developer side. So everything will stay inside our team. No need for any contact outside of the team. UX, and even the rules and gameplay, which is more difficult because it requires more time and effort, but it's not possible, and I will try to prove that by providing you with following examples. For example, localization. In top 11, you have a feature named negotiations. Like in real football, you can send an offer for any player you want, and it's up to manager to decide what to do with your offer, to decline or to accept it. In the meantime, you can change your offer. As you can see, make offer button, green one, which is misleading. Make offer button tells you that you can send another offer completely independent of the first one, which is not true. So users were confused. They thought that they can make another offer, but they can't. They were just losing in-game currency by sending the offer. And then we just decide to change one word. Now it's increase offer. The word increase is pretty straightforward. Make offer is not. Change offer is not, because you can change it in many ways. You can increase, decrease. Increase offer is telling you that you can only increase your offer, and that's it. Better user experience? Yes, at least it's less confusing for everyone. Second thing, UX. This is a tab from one of top 11 competitions, and the most confusing part is at the bottom, that row with win. What kind of win? What you should win to receive this amount of in-game money? Users are pretty sure that they have to win the single game in order to receive it, but that's not true. In order to receive the question and reveal this mystery, you just need to hover the mouse over that field, win. And then you will see that tooltip will show you that this is a prize for winning the competition, not single match. you will receive 1.74 millions for winning the competition itself. And users are not willing to search for the answer. They just think that, okay, one single game and that's it, I will receive my money. That's not true. And what have we done? In new Top 11 2015, we completely removed this tab. No prizes, no questions, no problem. Is this better than previous state? Any opinion? Okay, I will answer. No, it's not. Even despite the fact that ignorance is blessing, no, it's not. They don't know what amount of money they are going to receive after the game. So, but this tab will be, we provided developers with feedback that users are confused and they have no idea what they're supposed to do. And now, in a couple of weeks, this tab will be added back with improved UX. The main problem here was that we were unable to change the string just because of characters limit. So this should be redesigned completely. And the last example of gameplay and rules in Top 11, so users they have an opportunity to play friendly games whenever they want with all their social media friends. Friendly match is working just like any normal match and affects both teams, home and away as well. So condition is decreasing, they might get injured, morale is decreasing or increasing. And then after some time we added new feature. The name is Top 11 Friends, which is allowing users to add any guy they see inside the game as a friend. And then some users started exploiting this possibility. They started adding their future opponents as a friends, and they started scheduling them friendly game just before their official match. You know, it's exploit, and users are angry. They must spend in-game currency to recover their team, to be prepared for official match. Chances for win are lower. It's bad player experience, and they start sending us tickets about this. Then we decided to, as an answer, we decided to put the limit. So if you have 2 official games per day, no one can arrange any single friendly game against you. And we thought this is a good idea, because this way users are protected from any kind of abuse. But then we received only one single ticket from the guy who was playing his own tournament with his friends outside of Top 11. So Top 11 was just a tool or device for them to play their own game. A friendly game, they were playing friendlies and then calculating points, and that's it, basically. And we spoiled their fun. With this limit, their device, the tool, stopped working. They were unable to play friendlies against each other, and they were unable to compete against each other. Again, for someone, it's good, but for them it was really bad experience, because we forced them to focus only on Top 11, which is, for someone, it's just not enough. And then we decided to improve the game another time, improve this feature. Now, friendly game is affecting only one team, the team who is arranging friendly match. Away team is will stay completely untouched. And that's it. Basically, they are completely protected. No limits, but with protection. So, to sum this up, I just want to say that your users' feedback is like a gold nugget. You know, it's valuable. It's not easy to find. You need to dig a lot. You must know how to recognize it, and you must know how to use it and what to do with it. After that, it's up to developers to melt it down and to create a piece of fancy jewelry, or just to melt it down. That's it.
Any questions? Anyone have any questions? There's got to be time.
Hi. Do you use any third-party software for your community management?
Yes.
Can you share with us?
Yeah, Conversocial and Brand Watch. So we are using Conversocial to receive comments from our social media pages, Facebook. Also, we're using Zendesk. It's possible to connect Zendesk with Twitter, so we can provide help on Twitter as well. So not only on Zendesk, they don't have to send us email. We can answer on Twitter as well. So basically, that's it.
Do you think there was any single piece of feedback you got from a user that most helped your game? One that you were surprised by that was a big influencer?
Good ideas are unique. We have a lot of similar ideas, something like add new tournament in top 11. But as far as I know, only one guy, he's a moderator of local page, for a local Russian page in Kontakte social network. He sent me a ticket with explanation how and what we can do. It's somewhere in developers' backlog now, so I'm waiting for this idea to get to the top.
Any other questions? Thanks a lot. Great job.
Thank you.